Okay. Gonna practice a little later?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Having a baby was a big shock because I was still active duty. I guess financially I was okay, but the whole would I have to deploy again and would I still be active duty further as she's growing up was the more of a shocker, or I guess confusion. I make sure that she's up and has her breakfast and drive her off to school, and then I go to class, or sometimes I go to work. And then our whole days are pretty much outside of the house. And once we come home, it's late enough for us to have dinner and then have maybe about an hour or two of time together before bedtime.
Try to get home by 8, because that's Tiana's bath time. And I try to help with giving her a bath, and then story time is usually my time of the day that I get to spend with her.
I have to remember that I'm not just at school because of myself. There's obviously someone else at home, which is Trevor and Tiana. So it's how would I balance it? I have to write everything down, because if I don't, then I might miss out on something that she has at school on the weekends, especially the group projects. I think it's more difficult for me because other students have more free time and I obviously don't. So it is a struggle, but I mean it's been 4 years and I think I've been doing an okay job. If Tiana has an emergency, it's obviously me that has to go pick her up, usually when she's sick. You have to stay home with her, so I lose a day of work, or even with classes, like I'll lose a day of classes, whatever lectures are, and it's just harder to catch up with classes and work also, because then it's just piling up. So yes, it does add on to what she doesn't have, or what she does have, not anyone else, as her peers may or may not have. I want her to be socially conscious of things that are around her. I don't want to hide things, like if there's something bad out there, I don't want to hide it from her, because then she's going to grow up thinking that she's invincible and nothing ever is going to happen to her. So that's, I guess, to be socially conscious would probably be one of the main things to teach her. She draws. She has such an imagination, and she'll draw things that, whether they're from the stories that we tell her or the places that we've been, and it's like she remembers this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is very positive. So I see that, like, she's very happy, and for her to be a happy child, that makes me happy. And she draws families, whether it's us three and the dog, and sometimes she'll add my side of the family or friends. It's like I feel like her being happy has been a pretty joyful part of being a parent.
It's Violet.
It is Violet. Do you remember how to say Violet in Spanish?
Rosado.
No, that's good. Violet is Violeta.
Violeta.
I think her happiness, just because it's like kind of unconditional, like there's nothing else, like there's no, seeing a 4-year-old laugh and be happy and tell you she's happy and talk about everything she's going through is like very unconditional. Like there's nothing tied to it. That's there's no like phoniness or anything like that. It's like her true feelings, and to see that makes us feel like we're doing a really good job. You want to call her for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on. Okay. You want to call her on the floor or on the couch?
Floor.
Okay.
Don't worry, Papa. I'll get you a towel.
Oh, that's right.
Here, you can use this one.
What do you say?
Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Did you miss Papa? I missed you.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
10 years, I hope that we are financially stable, still in this happy moment. You know, whether finances are good or bad, our emotion as being a family has never been affected negatively. You know, we don't take it out on each other. And, you know, we've talked about adding to our family, and so hopefully we do get to that within 10 years.